What it was, what it do, it's your boy King M back again with another one, y'all. So y'all know what time it is, story time, my story. Right now we are on chapter 14. Um, at this time, I would like for all the newcomers to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the video. Welcome aboard. So, chapter 14, Grand Journey. One day I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Of course, I'm down Penn North. Short story shorter, I got high one day and it was all she wrote. Fast forward. Fast forward to the present day, and I am down Penn North, and I got a bad dope habit again. It's not that bad, but it's bad enough. Now I'm standing by the escalator on the CVS side, where the fire was at with the Freddie Gray rides. I'm on that side. Um, with this dude who I hang out with whenever I see him or vice versa. And I think about it, I ain't seen Shorty in a minute. I hope he good. I'd hang out with whenever I seen him or vice versa, and just kick it for a few while I was, while I was doing what I do, selling my body oils and my merchandise. When all of a sudden, this beautiful white girl / snow bunny walks up to me and asks if I had some drugs. Meanwhile, all I could do is stare at her beautiful blue eyes. I love my wife's eyes. I love everything about my wife. I'm just saying. So she's asking for the drugs, and I'm thinking I could give her $1, some money, and send her on her way. But I decided to give her what I had. Plus, I told you I thought she was pretty, which was way more than she would have gotten from anybody else. At the same time, I'm trying to holler at, I'm attracted to her, so I told her, I got you, come over here to this bus stop with me. I'm going to look out for you. She says, okay. She said with a smile on her face. I think because she knew she was about to get well. I don't know. So now I'm sitting on the bus stop, having just done some fentanyl. We're feeling super good. So we start talking and having a conversation about whatever. Next thing I know, 1 hour done passed, and we're sitting on the bus stop. My homeboy been rolled out. I asked if we could talk and get to know each other. The only thing that I was kind of leery was her being 24. That's a 10 years difference. That's a whole decade. But I was so lonely, I didn't care. I just wanted someone I could bond with. So we exchanged numbers that night. We talked on the phone about everything. She told me she was in a relationship with this old black dude. Shaking my head. I don't know what it is about white girls and old black dudes. I think it's disgusting. But to each his own. I say, I just know how. I just know I would never date someone who could be old enough for me to be their father. To me, that's just not right. So she's like, yeah, I'm not a cheater, but once I break up with him, we can go in a couples program together. Alright, well, I'm going to set it up for us to go in a program together. After that, I made a few phone calls and was about to give up. But one day, me and me and wifey were on the bus, and we ended up meeting this dude who was connected and had a program for us called Grand Journey. Now, I told y'all that I grew up in a very religious household, so we on the bus. I can't remember if we were going or coming, but we go sit down in the back of the bus like we would normally do. Oh yeah, it just hit me. What actually happened was we had plans to both lead a program that we were in, which was, she was in PHA. Remember I told y'all what that stands for. And I was in Impact Behavioral Health, abbreviation IBH. 2 intensive outpatient programs, which basically mean is you could go out whenever you want. Both of the programs like that. The one she was in and the one I was in. And go to Phoenix. This program, a man named Mr. Alonzo, a real good dude, who for whatever reason took a serious liking to me so much, so that every time I would run into him, he would tell me about his program, and that he will put me in position for a job, which I definitely could use no matter what's going on. I'm always looking to make money, legal money at that. So I can't even remember being like 8 or 9 breaking in this lady's name, Miss Barbara, apartment to steal whatever valuables she had, but she didn't have nothing. Now that I'm older, I know why Miss Barbara didn't have anything. It was because she was a crackhead, and a bona fide one at that. So I've literally been chasing money my whole life. Alright, so we finally here, and I'm excited as hell. The single life was cool, but it's something about going in as a couple. I feel like it's more privacy, and it's just different. Not to mention, it's really the only way for me to go. After 3 years of a couples program, I became used to comfortable with always having my baby mother spouse with me. So I will always have her cooking, washing our clothes, and pretty much all the things you would expect your woman/wife to do. And I didn't put this, but I'm saying I didn't make her do anything. She chose to do the things. She figured she's the female, so she gonna wash clothes. If I needed something washed, she was stopping me. Hey, I'm gonna wash it. If I'm on to eat something to eat, she stopped me. Hey, I'm cooking it. So, for anybody think, oh, dang, he boss her. No, it wasn't like that. She wanted to. So, yeah. These things, thanks to all the women who helped raise. Thanks to all the women who helped raise up, like my godmother, my grandmother. Either way it goes, I'll be okay, God willing. So it's whatever. At the end of the day, Allah got me. I always say, and okay. So since Mr. Alonzo didn't answer the phone, which always happened, like every time I needed him, he would never answer the phone. It's weird. We ended up going in a program called Grand Journey. How it played out was I bagged up all of our clothes that night. So the next morning, I met up with Pumpkin at PHA. We got all our bags, got the bus back to got on the bus back to the house that I was staying in, where I was living at the time. Once we got everything together, I called the number to Grand Journey. Some lady named Aisha answered the phone to wait for this man to call us. So he picked us up. Ring, ring, hello. I said heart pounding because I know it's a matter of time now. Hey, y'all ready right now? Yes, I'm out front. We're both out front. Yes. Now I say, how many bags do y'all have? It is a lot. The driver asks. Now every time they ask me that, I always just tell them what they want to hear. To me, It just always makes things easier to me. I feel like they always tell you you can't have a lot of stuff, but always end up letting you slide through whatever property you have. Especially me. I don't be with none of that. I guess you could say I just know how to talk to people. LOL. So now we have all our property at the IBH house. We were at, mind you, time was not on our side that day because I called him early, not thinking, but we thank God they needed us for real, for real. Ring, ring. Hello. I said, I'm right here. We're right here. I'm, I mean, as we're standing on the porch together, this silver SUV pulls up. I thought it would have been one of those big white program vans. This very tall man, middle-aged, named Mr. Mike, gets out. Hey, my name is Mr. Mike. Okay, so you're the person we were on the phone with. I say with a smile on my face, but I'm hella exhausted from all the work I've been doing all morning with the moving and hauling bags. After we got acquainted, we got all the bags put in Mr. Mike's truck, which was also a blessing because we definitely had a lot of bags. Baby, we did it. Pumpkin whispered to me in my ear while sitting behind me. Yep, I say whole time I'm still in focus mode. To me, we weren't safe until we were in our room putting everything away. So we talked the whole way. LOL. Okay, it was only a 5 to 10 minute ride with heavy traffic. Welcome to Grand Journey, Mr. Mike yelling out humble while walking in front the door to the program. Come on, Pumpkin, I guess. We follow him, I said, while shutting the door, the van passenger door, and looking at Pumpkin at the same time. What about our stuff and clothes, she says. Man, don't worry about that right now. I yell with a straight face. Now she's asking relevant questions. I'm thinking to myself, real quick, one thing I learned about Pumpkin is she is very worrisome. Too much, but in a bad way. Like, for example, if she has an appointment for whatever, she will keep asking you stuff like, is the appointment still the same? Or can I just walk in? Or just anything crazy that she already knows the answer to. Most fellas know what I'm talking about. So now we're inside the spot. First thing we have to do is intake, of course. It's mandatory no matter what program you go to. It's how you get in after we went home because of the time we got there. Looking back on it now, I'm glad the first time it didn't work out. I must say, we stayed there for about 3 months or 90 days, then got put out for breaking the rules too many times and also for having this clown ass loser name. I ain't even put his government because he don't deserve it. Bernard, aka Shithead, who just kept talking about my wife. Girl, I forgot about this. This dude was a real piece of work. I used to go back and forth with my wife. Like, we wasn't married at that time though. Thank goodness, because I don't know how I would have treated it. Alright, he would always lead to an altercation. If we were anywhere else, I would have knocked him out. His ass really the reason we got put out. I wasn't dumb. I knew that they couldn't or wouldn't tell us that we all know that, and my daughter's mother hung around there. I know that was a bad idea. Been living in that area. So I was glad. You see. So I was glad when we left, even though we left on a bad note. It was okay, funny, we left like a week before New Year's. Next, we went to a program called Principles. If you like doing group all day, then this is the program for you because they group you all day for real. Feet on the floor by 6. Group starts at 8, 8:30 to 3:30. The food was good. Living there after we end up leaving after like 3 weeks because me and Pumpkin got into a physical altercation. And not gonna lie, she hit me, I hit her back, and because her skin is white, it left a mark. They seen it and put us out this put us out. The next spot we went to was called Exodus. I wonder if y'all noticed something that's been happening as I've been reading so far. Something that's been going on with us. I'm wondering if y'all noticing. I'm gonna finish this chapter, and then I'm gonna tell you what it is. So I'm giving you some time to guess it. Though I don't know if you're gonna get it right or not. I'm just saying this is a little thing I'm doing. So we go to Exodus. We got them to pick us up. It was messed up because they really played us. Thank God, alhamdulillah, we had a program that was willing to come pick us up because it was middle of January and it was literally freezing outside. I remember like it was yesterday. We had to wait outside. They wouldn't even let us keep warm or let me get my food I left on the microwave. So not we're waiting for the driver to come get us. The way we entered this program was crazy too because we had to be dirty for hard drugs other than weed and alcohol. Our insurance was set up in the way this was set up. They wouldn't just take us from the last program. I know, right? Crazy, shaking my head. I ever heard so because we have to be dirty, have to have dirty yarns. I had to buy us like 45 minutes extra to go run and cop. I had to catch the bus to North Avenue, buy the pills, get back on the bus, go back to the house, and wait like 30 minutes before they got to us. And the guy that drove the van named Mr. Lamont, van driver, for Exodus to come get us. I was so cold when the van finally came. I couldn't even help put our bags in the van. Thank God, alhamdulillah, it was people there that could help us with the bags. Next stop, Exodus. This program reminded me of a real institution. I don't remember. I don't. I don't remember the first day though because I was so high from the fentanyl and whatever else was in my stuff. Other than that small lapse, it was really smooth sailing. And the whole time we were there, like I said, the only reason we even got high the first place was because they told us over the phone we had to be dirty to get in. So we still had our clean time in our eyes. Once again, we stayed there for like 3 months. Then Pumpkin gets put out for cussing out the group facilitator. One day the whole PHP went to the museum in D.C. IOP went to the museum in D.C. It was called the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And the PHP stayed and did the group. So all I know is I get a phone call from her about getting put out. This was crazy. Right as we are pulling up to the building. So we went to DC, came back from DC. You know that's a little ride. As we park in the van to get out and go back in the building, I'm getting a phone call. So it's crazy. Then I had to do something I hadn't done in a few years. Take a guess what it was. Right. Call my effing mother and ask her for a ride to pick us up. Shaking my head. Once that happened, I knew I was effing up, going backwards. I couldn't even believe I was back calling my mother for help. To help me get out of trouble. Oh no, sir. So I calls my mother. She comes, and of course, she had to snap and go from, okay, son, I got you, to come on, I don't care, I'm about to pull off on you right now. With the trunk open and clothes hanging out the back, she made sure she embarrassed me in front of the house manager and this dude I call Uncle Mark. Like, whatever, because I called her, I couldn't do nothing but deal with it. Never again, I told myself, the whole way in the Turk house, which was like 30-minute ride. So of course I'm mad at Pumpkin. So my mother was mad at the time, and I'm mad at my wife. So now, because of the way the Turk house is set up, we had to leave half of our things with my mother because we didn't have a proper plan. Skirt! As my mother drives away without a goodbye, which was okay. Whenever we get into an argument and I was at her house, we never ever say bye like that. It was one of them things I couldn't explain. Now we only got half of our property and clothes. And I know some of my personal stuff is missing. And I'm not feeling that. So now we wait for divine light to come get us. The Turk house, they came get us in like 30 minutes. Now we're on our way to divine light. At this point, I'm so upset, frustrated, and disappointed, and like 3 or 4 more other different emotions, to the point I'm not even saying nothing. Also, I was kind of like, F it. Now, whatever happens, happens. Pumpkin knew she was plucking her last straw, and I was really fed up. I told her she better make the situation better because she's the. So she better make it better because. So she's like, baby, I'm gonna figure out something. I'm gonna find a better program, or I'm gonna get you the rest of your clothes. I don't care if I get mines or not. Talking crazy. Long story short, and she know I wasn't just gonna let her not get mines and not get hers. Getting all our stuff for nothing. Short story shorter, we stayed there at Divine Light for like 3 or 4 days, and then we were gone. We never meant to go to Divine Light in the first place. So that's chapter 14, y'all. I hope y'all like what y'all hearing. I mean, if you have any questions, put in the comment section. Make sure you tell a friend and tell that friend and tell a friend. This don't stop. Where we give it to you rough and raw. No Diddy. It's the one and only Made Soldiers Entertainment. If you want to get shouted out, all you gotta do is say it. Yeah, man, we do so much over here, man. I can't even know where to start at. I'm just looking at this because I'm so amazed that I'm almost done. We got chapter 15 to go. Yup. Other than that, we outie.